Good morning, world, and good morning, Diesel, and good morning, Diesel's torn apart toy. Chevy killed you, man. Chevy killed him. We took this guy home, and look what Chevy did. Tore it open and ripped out all the crinkly stuff, except for in the butt. Diesel, he's still got some crinkly stuff in his butt. Look at his tail. Yes. Okay, good, he's not totally dead. Where is it? Right there? Right there? Okay, thanks, man. Just got him that toy. Took it home. Chevy tears it apart. If you're new to the vlog, Chevy is our other dog. He stays at home with my wife. He's a big guy, and he's 9 months old, and he's a little destructive. But apparently so are you when I leave you alone, Diesel, so you can't really talk. That's why we can't have nice toys. He just rips him up. Usually he tears out the squeaker, tears out anything that crinkles. If it's got fuzz in it, he'll tear the fuzz out. And then Diesel is a dog that's been with me pretty much every day, for the most part, for 7 years now. All his toys get wrecked. He's so careful with his toys too. That's what's so sort of funny and sad, is that he loves his toys so much. He's so careful and treats them so nice, and then his brother comes along and just wrecks them. Isn't that the way it always goes? I never had a brother growing up, but I was the kind of kid that would always like take really good care of his toys. And I would have tons of cars that I'd play with, and cars and trucks, and I'd always line them up and park them all nicely and make sure that they didn't get scratched. And then, you know, there's other boys that just wreck everything. That's why I love driving trucks. I've always cared about vehicles, cars and trucks. I've always wanted to have nice, clean vehicles. Anyways, let's get on the road here. We're in Balgonie, Saskatchewan. Just had our shower, and we're ready to head out on the road. We want to get to North Battleford and unload our first drop today, and then we head into Alberta. We got 4 more after that yet. Maybe get 1 more done today after North Battleford, but I'm thinking we'll do all 4 tomorrow. They're all just like an hour apart, so if we start early in the morning, we'll get them all done. Might even get reloaded tomorrow and home. Who knows? Let's get out there. Let's do some trucking. All right, Diesel, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Hey! No poking. Why'd you poke me? Poke you back, man. Clean your eyes out. All right, man. You ready? You ready to rock and roll? All right. Put her in gear. Let's get out of here. Lights are on. Doors are locked so I don't fall out. Okay. There we go. We got some farm equipment behind us today on the step deck. Got a 53-foot tandem step deck behind us. And a bunch of loaders for tractors. I wouldn't mind having a tractor to put one of these things on too, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. See them there? A wonderful load, nice and light. So Balgonie, Saskatchewan is in Western Canada in the province of Saskatchewan, just north of Western North Dakota. Saskatchewan is just west of my home province of Manitoba, which is just north of Western Minnesota and Eastern North Dakota. So I just threw on the headset there and answered the phone call from the load gods. I got a pretty sweet load. On Friday morning, I'm loading a tank in Edmonton. I'm excited. I've never hauled anything like that before. Apparently it's a little wide. It's a wide load and high, so it's oversized. So I'm excited. I get to pull a tank. I've always wanted to. But first, we got to deliver this load behind us, and I have to get it all off my trailer tomorrow then. Today's Wednesday, so if I get all of this off my trailer tomorrow, by Thursday, I can get into Edmonton Thursday night. And first thing Friday morning, we're going to roll that tank onto the back of the truck here and take her down to Wisconsin. So I don't know if it's a U.S. military tank, if it's a Canadian military tank. But if it's going to Wisconsin, it must be, I don't know. I don't know what kind of tank it is. They just told me, they asked me when I'd be empty. And I'll be like, I'll be empty tomorrow. They're like, perfect. We're going to put a tank on you tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's got to be pretty big if it's a wide load, right? It's not just one of those little coyotes that we pull around. This is an actual tank. I'm hanging on to it too. I want to deliver it. That's my tank. I didn't actually confirm with them that it was a military tank. It might just be like a tank. Like a tank for fuel or tank of water for water. Shoot, I just thought of that. That sort of just got my hopes down now. I hope it's an actual military tank. Guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out. Or until they send me... Oh, the information is here. Next time I stop, I'll be able to look at where the pickup is. And if it's at like a military base, well then we know that it's a military tank. We'll have to wait and find out. The suspense is going to kill me all day. Just rolling through Saskatoon right now. Gonna be turning onto Ildewild Drive, or however they pronounce it, Ildewild, Ildewild, north side of the city. I'm gonna stop at the Husky. I'm gonna grab a coffee there and let Diesel out. I'm going to try to make it as quick of a stop as possible, though, because I'd like to see if I can get 2 of these deliveries done today yet, if possible. I'll at least get the one in North Battleford done. But it would be very nice if we could just get one more done today. There's one less we got to do tomorrow. What are you doing, buddy?
Continue 1.5 kilometers, then turn right onto Highway 16 West.
I see. Okay, see, I want to go straight and you want to turn. Okay. Just coming up to the traffic lights. It's not quite a freeway all the way around the city. It's more of a freeway than Winnipeg has, in some sense. But you still got to come up to these stoplights on the north side of the city. Saskatoon's not a very big city. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think that there's about 250,000 people in the city. And I think Regina, in southern Saskatchewan, the other big city, well, big city in quotes, has 350,000. Combined, they're still not as big as Winnipeg. Just saying. They are our rivals in the Canadian Football League. It's sort of like the National Football League, except it's just Canadian, and there's only 8 teams, and it's not as good. But don't tell Saskatchewan that, because they eat, sleep, and breathe their football team, Saskatchewan Roughriders. You don't come into Saskatchewan and insult their riders, believe me. They love their football team here, but that's all they got, right? All they got is their football team. They don't have a professional hockey team. They have the Saskatoon Blades. I believe that's a Western Hockey League team, but yeah, the Saskatchewan Riders are the closest thing they have to professional sports, and they embrace it fully. This is what they call Rider Nation. So as long as you don't bring up the Riders, you're pretty fine. You're pretty good. You'll be fine in Saskatchewan. Just if you do bring up the Riders, make sure you bring it up in a positive light. Never say anything bad about them to anyone here. Believe me, I'm looking out for you here. Right, Diesel?
Yeah, whatever, man. We don't watch football. Football's for Americans, man. We watch hockey.
And I know it's already over, but for me, Game 7 with the Nashville Predators and the Winnipeg Jets is coming up. So you won't be able to spoil it for me, because by the time you see this, it'll already be done. Looking forward to that game. Idlewild Drive. I think that's what they call it.
Turn right onto Highway 16 West.
I got a chance to look at my computer and the customer where I'm picking up, or the shipper and receiver. I don't think it's an actual military tank that I'm picking up. Because I'm delivering it to some petroleum center place. I think it's a fuel tank or something. Shoot. Here I thought I'd be hauling some big old military tank. Nope. Just a fuel tank. There's a difference. They're both tanks. One's a lot cooler than the other. Oh well. Guess we'll have to wait to see it on Friday. Apparently, my pickup appointment is 2:30 p.m. firm. I thought they wanted me there first thing in the morning, but according to my message, I'm going to have to double check, because my message says 2:30 p.m. firm.
To Highway 16 West.
And then they want it delivered on the 15th, which is Tuesday at 11 a.m. firm. All right, we'll make it firm. Husky Travel Center, where the big Canada flag is. You always know it's a Husky because of the big flag. Oh, they got a new one up there finally. The old one was all faded and falling apart. It was embarrassing. Gotta pull in here for a coffee. Diesel. Diesel. You need to go outside? Gotta make it quick though, okay, man? Got freight to deliver. People are waiting on us. Just a little coffee stop. Husky parking lot. I like how they say on all their signs, maximum stay 8 hours. Technically, that is the minimum amount of time we have to stop for night. But it's like, you're not allowed to stay 10 hours. Only 8. Maximum 8 hours. What if I have to cross into the USA today? I have to stop for 10 hours here. Or I can't cross legally into the States. So then I have to stop for 10. Well, I'm just going to stay for 10. No one's ever had a problem with it. I don't think anyone's ever been given trouble over staying longer than 8 hours. I just don't understand why they stay 8 hours. Like, why don't you say maximum stay like 10 hours or something? Because, you know, that's the actual legal time we have to stop if we're headed south. No, you see what I mean? Diesel, you understand what I'm saying? I never know what you're saying, man. I just nod. Say yep, I just agree. I'm going to park right in here. Right over here beside... No, right in the middle. Leaving room on both sides of me for a truck. Not taking up 2 spots. Notice how I said I'm not going to take up 2 spots. I just want to drill that point home. For those of you who like to take up 2 spots, it is possible just to take up 1. You see how there aren't lines here? But I can sort of like imagine them in my head? Yeah, I have a very good imagination. I can imagine lines in my head. You see a truck can park between me there. 2 can get between us there. We're set. Alright, Diesel. What you say? What you say? You want to go outside? I do. Yeah? You ready? Get me your leash. Where's your leash? What's in your mouth here? Not in your mouth, in your eyes. My tongue's in my mouth, man. I was born with one. Okay. Oh, and what did you do back here? You put a piece of food in your water? What's that, silly boy? That's not where that goes. Alright, let's get your leash here. Alright, you ready? Alright, let's make this quick, buddy. Well, I just dropped off the first delivery here. And it turns out the next delivery is a little further away than I thought it was. It's about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours away. So we're going to be there first thing in the morning. I just called them. I'm going to be there when they open up at 7:30 in the morning. Then from there I head up to... Where's my next one? So we're going to Killam, Alberta right now. Be the first thing tomorrow. And from there we go to Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta. then... No. First we go to Killam, then we go to St. Paul, Alberta, then Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, then Athabasca, Alberta, and then we go to Edmonton so we can pick up our tank on Friday. And like I said, it looks like it's probably just like a fuel tank or something, not an actual big military tank. Hey, a trucker can hope, right? I'd love to haul a real military tank. Well, Diesel, we made it to Killam. K-I-L-L-A-M, Killam. I gotta try to find a place to park here. I'm at the Co-op card lock. I'm not sure if they allow overnight parking here. I don't see why not, but as long as I'm not blocking anything, right? I'm gonna park here for a little bit anyways. And just go onto Google Maps and try to see if there's any other places I can park. I know there's a UFA card lock across the street, which might be a little better for parking, because it doesn't look like there's anywhere to really park here except right in the middle of the lot, right where I'm going to turn around here to, because they got these fuel tanks all along the edges, right? And I don't want to block access to those fuel tanks. So the only real place I could park is here, or maybe like right beside those pumps over there. For now, I'm just gonna park here until I can figure out where a place to park is, because see all those tanks all along the edge, I don't want to block any of them. But I could go, you see that orange building across the road over there? There's another big card lock lot over there. I might go park there then. Just because I like to make sure that I'm not going to have to move. I want to make sure that I'm in a spot where I'm not going to be in the way. Right, Diesel? No one likes me when I'm in the way.
Way out there at the Co-op, those white tanks out there. The far ones, not the close ones. The close ones are UFA. But that's where I was. And I decided to come park over here instead at the hotel. Motel / Smitty's / restaurant. Huge parking lot here for trucks. And I'll be able to go in there and eat some supper right away too, if I need to. I got some food in the truck though, but just so I have that option. Or I can go in there and grab a coffee in the morning. I'm gonna go work on some videos in the back though. I have 13 hours before I have to unload here. So I got some time to kill. May as well kick back and relax. Right, Diesel?
Yeah, I do. I'm really good at that. I do a lot of that. Thank you. Speaking of, it's almost time for my afternoon nap.
Thought you already had your afternoon nap. It's almost time for your evening nap. I know, I get confused too because the sun stays up longer now, so it feels like the afternoon still, but really it's, 6:45. I know, right? Mind blasting. This is where I'm going to end today's video. I got to start working on videos. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit the subscribe button and the bell beside the subscribe button so you get notified when I upload new videos. See what my trucking life has to offer us tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Or hope for you to see me there. I hope you watch it. See you tomorrow.